Here's what happened round 8 of the FIA Motocross World Championship, the MXGP of Latvia in Kegums, the Ram MX2 qualifying race. Lucas Koenen came away with a whole shot, closely followed by his two teammates, Roman van der Moosdijk and Kai de Wolf, with Thibaut Beniston going into second, though, by the time they got to turn 2. The two KTMs of Adamo and Everts were there in 4th and 5th as Kai de Wolf lost a few positions in the first few corners. He started to make amends, though, with this pass on Adamo. Then, towards the end of the lap, Lucas Koenen fell from the lead, picked himself back up in 9th place. He eventually got back to 6th. That meant Thibaut Beniston led the way. Van der Moosdijk was in 2nd, and as de Wolf was looking to go through, he fell from 3rd, picked himself back up in 5th behind Everts, quickly passed the Belgian. Meanwhile, his teammate found his way past Beniston to lead, and he quickly got himself into 3rd with a move on Adamo as well. Then Everts passed his teammate to move into 4th place. Adamo then fell, picked himself up in 9th, came home in 8th, and he was looking to take the championship leader's red plate. Meanwhile, Kai de Wolf eventually found his way past Beniston, and then Roman van der Moosdijk to lead with 4 laps to go. Sasha Koenen fell, came home in 11th, but because he didn't rejoin the track correctly, was docked to position, came home in 12th. And around about 4 laps to go, the same time that de Wolf took over the lead, Thibaut Beniston was closing in on van der Moosdijk, but couldn't do anything about it. It was an Astana Husqvarna 1-2. Kai de Wolf crossed the line to win his 2nd Ram qualifying race of the season from his teammate, and Thibaut Beniston 2 seconds separating the top 3. Kai de Wolf picks up the 10 points then for the Ram qualifying win from van der Moosdijk, Beniston, Everts, Harp, Lucas Koenen, Oriol Oliver. Adamo crossed the line in 8th place, picking up 3 vital World Championship points. Jack Chambers came home in 9th, and then Camden McClellan picking up the final point. And that affects the championship like this. Andrea Adamo then arrived here 1 point down on Jago Kiets, leaves here as a championship leader from Kiets, de Wolf, Beniston and van der Moosdijk. And we could see a new championship leader after the race on Sunday, because just 4 points separate 1st and 3rd. In the MXGP Ram qualifying race, watch see, we're about 10 gates over. Jams his front brake there as he ran into Brent Van Donnick. He was then out of control. A passenger had this massive domino effect. Ben Watson also caught out in that. He could not rejoin because of a damaged motorcycle. Ruben Fernandez took the whole shot, but a couple of corners later, Hurlings quickly into the lead. Koldenoff was in 3rd, Prado was in 4th, but before the end of the lap, through the waves, Jorge Prado ran the outside of the Dutchman to move into 3rd place. And then a lap later, same part of the racetrack, coming over the tabletop, a mistake there on the landing for Fernandez. He bodged again in the corner. That allowed Prado to take over 2nd. He then had his sights firmly fixed on Hurlings. Late on in the race, lap 8, Roman Fevre got the better of Albi Ferrato to move into 5th. He would finish there. Ferrato would finish in 6th place. And a couple of laps later, Calvin Bellandren found his way past Benoit Paturel to take 7th. Paturel came home in 8th place, ahead of Bogus and Van Donnick. All eyes on this battle, though, between Hurlings and Prado. The final run down towards the finish line. When they hit the line, though, it was Jeffrey Hurlings by just 0.4 of a second from Jorge Prado to take his first Ram qualifying race win of the year and his first 10-point haul in that case. Good race, though, and a sign of things to come on Sunday. But it's Hurlings who picks up his first Ram qualifying race from Jorge Prado. Ruben Fernandez crossed the line 3rd from Koldenoff, Fevre, Ferrato, Verlandren and Benoit Paturel, with Brian Bogus and Brent Van Donnick picking up the final point for 10th place. Just missing out, though, Valentin Guillot and Alessandro Lupino. Jeffrey Hurlings gaining 1 point on Jorge Prado then. The gap between 1st and 2nd, 23 points as we head into the races on Sunday. Ruben Fernandez back up to 3rd ahead of Fevre.